we're exploring what it means to be fit for life, what it means to have eternal fitness. What am I even talking about? Today on I Am Who I Will Be. So guys, I want to touch base on what I'm thinking about when it comes to being fit. What is fitness? Why do I want fitness? So I'm, especially lately, thinking in terms of eternity. If I were to be a human with eternal human life, meaning I live on earth forever, what would fitness look like? Why would I practice fitness if I never die? Why would I work out if I'm never gonna die? Now again, this is a mentality I'm diving into. I'm not telling you you're gonna live forever, but I do think it's available for the human species through the understanding of Christ. But that's another subject. I just want to explore what eternal fitness looks like from my perspective. Take it or leave it. So when I think about being fit forever, for me it's high energy. I'm always feeling good. I move well. I have movement skill. I have activities that I practice that are enjoyable, and they require skill and practice. So you could say climbing, endurance sports. Really, sports are a great way to express fitness. For me, an eternal sport is something that requires skill but does not put you in danger. So if I'm practicing this sport with wisdom, then I'm not going to injure myself. Injury happens when I use my body outside of its capacity and something breaks. So climbing could be an eternal sport, except if you fall off a cliff, that could be bad. So for me, something like hiking, exploration, golfing. Maybe I say those because those are things that I like to do. But really simple human movement. I think exploration is probably the safest, meaning less opportunity to damage your body. So exploration is definitely a long-term sport or activity. So when I think of eternal fitness, I think of, if I'm living forever, what is something that I'm practicing that I improve at, that is enjoyable, that fills life with meaning and experience? And so for me, exploration with my physical body. This would mean I'm not taking a car somewhere. I am intentionally walking and absorbing my surroundings because that's the purpose. Now travel, if I'm going from one destination to the next, to get to that destination, that's travel. I don't need to be absorbing my surroundings to the same level that I do when I'm intentionally experiencing the world. And so that's a good distinguishing of, like, if I'm going to the other side of the world, I don't need to walk there. But as a whole, in my day-to-day life, I don't want to just be traveling. I want to be enjoying the world. That's for me personally. So for me, an eternal fitness experience is walking and absorbing my environment. So currently right now I live in Morocco and I am in Arabic school. So for me, that's part of life. That's what I'm doing right now. Why am I learning Arabic? Because I want to be able to communicate with the people over in Africa. Because if you don't speak somebody's language, it's difficult to communicate. I want to experience the whole world. And so one of my intentions, this is totally getting into something I didn't mean to talk about, but I intend to progressively live around the world, learning languages and culture so that I can experience every type of person and environment. Because if I'm going to live forever, there's a lot to enjoy. And so taking a location, a people group, and a language one at a time, learning cultures and language and ways of life, not for any purpose except that there is so much life to be experienced through different perspectives, and I want to share in all of those. So right now I'm currently learning the Arabic culture, which there are many Arabic cultures. So I'm currently learning the Moroccan Arabic culture, which is complicated, but it's wonderful. The people here are amazing. So every day I go to language school. You know, I used to want to drive to school. And since I've been here and my perspective has been becoming more eternal minded, and when I say eternal, I'm not talking about going to heaven. I'm talking about bringing heaven to earth. I started thinking about, if I could live forever, how would I be living right now? And I can't help but when I'm having an attitude of eternity, I slow down and I experience, because there's no hurry to get somewhere. There's no hurry to accomplish, except I do accomplish things because that's enjoying life, accomplishing things and moving on to new things and new things. Like, that's life to me. So I'm doing, but I'm not doing in a hurry standpoint. I am doing it in a relational standpoint. So one thing I do appreciate about the U.S. culture is timeliness. So one thing I notice here is a lot of people don't think in timeliness. So if I'm committed to meet somebody, I show up at the time we agree upon. That's timeliness. So I show up on time because it's respect for that person. But when I leave my home to go meet somebody or be somewhere, I try to create the space to experience the journey rather than just get somewhere. So I've started walking more and enjoying the city, and I've been exploring Tangier, which is where I'm at. And excuse me. And I've been seeing the city, I've been seeing the people, because I'm walking and I'm observing. I'm not just traveling through. And there is so much more life to be experienced and lived when I'm observing it, when I'm taking it in, when I'm curious. So for me, eternal fitness is experiencing the world. So slowing down. But it's also having the skill to do that. So my body feeling good, my body feeling strong, having energy, having mobility. So this is where my fitness practice comes in. I want my body to be its highest capability, but I also want to enjoy that skill process. So I have a workout process that I do. It includes lots of walking. Currently I'm doing CrossFit a few times a week. I'm looking into some mobility practice because I want to be able to utilize my joints to their fullest capacity. So I'm pursuing these fitness practices at an enjoyable intensity. So I'm not in a hurry because I'm gonna live forever in this state of mind. But I'm not doing it either. I'm engaging the idea of myself as fit. I'm engaging myself as mobile. I'm engaging myself as eternal. And so this keeps me moving in a direction. It's also caused me to discover, it's called the sugar diet or the sugar fast, which is a high carbohydrate, high energy nutritional approach. I'm not going to discuss with people why or why not this works. When I entered this state of mind, this way of eating showed up, and it was in agreement with my heart, and so this is my path. So I'm eating high energy because my goal is to live as much life as I can in each day, and so that's what I'm doing. So I have a experience practice, I have an improved physical body practice, I have a nutrition practice. These things fill my time, they're enjoyable, but they also fuel my vision. So, eternal fitness, living forever. I don't even remember where I started this video's conversation, but I think my purpose was talking about experiencing life. That's so funny. Enjoyably fit forever and living forever. I'm not discussing this with anybody. Perspective matters. Alright, I feel like this is the end. Hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully I didn't deviate from what I started talking about, but see you next time, guys. You are who you will be.